time to go dungeoneering again. Let's see how we fare this time, considering the considerable difficulty of the game and the quite high amount of RNG effect in the game. A bit like sometimes we yesterday had to try with the card game, just like new round, better cards please. Also it tends to be that the dice in this game sometimes are not exactly motivatingly balanced, to say the least. Alright, so we probably should reduce stress, especially in a few cases here. Then there was the one that only agreed to gamble, so actually did we already deal with that one, as we don't have that many others with high stress scores actually at all, so the rest would even be good to go. So in that sense actually the stress situation is surprisingly well managed. What contagions we had here. That would be kind of useful to check, maybe for treatment. Not in the abbey, but sanatorium, please. There we go. Alright, minus 50% bleeding resist is not exactly the best thing. Unlike the fits, also a bit like the rabies last time, is kind of beneficial. It increases speed if you have fits, so it also decreases accuracy, but it actually gives +3 speed, so it's kind of, let's not at least purposefully try to remove the fits. So it's good to have some fits. You're faster. That is also very clear like faster action with fits kind of sounds a bit less controlled than one might accept, but apparently fits give you faster action. Very good. Alright, that probably concludes necessary steps in terms of stress relief and treatment. So let's check applicants for new adventurers. Not terribly interesting when we consider all of those. The upgrade opportunities, as we have over 10,000, so we should spend some on upgrading, most probably. Accuse and probably also healing could be upgraded. Good. Also, can we upgrade the blacksmith finally? Not yet, we need even more deeds. It's quite a requirement. Alright, then we should probably see about, can we upgrade anyone else interesting in terms of the abilities or weaponry. At least, as these are still level 1 only, so we can actually upgrade them a bit. Probably also the abilities, let's see. Have been upgraded a bit. Let's upgrade at least those three. Also the pull is pretty useful for clearing out corpses. It also destroys all the corpses intervening if you use the pull ability, so in that respect it's actually pretty useful. Oh, and greetings to the viewer also. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully your Saturday has been enjoyable. Alright, and then we move probably for another mission, as we do not have specific. Upgrading the tavern by now would probably be a good idea if it costs only 4 and 10 in terms of the heirlooms. It's like we do have pretty good resources to upgrade the tavern a lot. So let's improve
Strong
facilities
drink, a game of chance and companionship
for gambling and
of life.
drinking. 2 slots, that helps a lot. So we can actually reduce stress much more effectively. Surprising that I hadn't remembered to upgrade those before. That's pretty helpful for. Now we do actually have a pretty good stress situation overall. Was this the guy who agreed only to gamble? Yes, let's do that also. So we have even less overall stress. That should mostly even remove the issue. Alright. Does the Houndmaster already have one of these? Actually, let's have 2 visuals, like we have both agility visual and scouting visual. Sufficient amount of visuals. Should also probably at some point upgrade the Houndmaster abilities. Alright, this would be interesting for the healer. Plus 10% stress, yes, but it actually adds 33% to healing skills, so considering they usually do not do that much damage, it's actually very nice overall. Alright, that's actually also quite powerful. Plus 8 speed on first round, so should at least increase chances providing healing quickly. Level 4, but the abilities haven't been actually upgraded. Should also do something about that, so would be quite useful to sell a few of these, at least the less useful. This kind of not very probably going to use, so now we have actually good funds for upgrading the abilities here. There we go. Much improved. Also has the judgment ability, so good. And level 3 equipment proper, so that should be quite good configuration, especially with the trinkets. Alright. Then we are ready pretty much to move and again do a mission. Long That would be a good start. Yeah, we would also have medium length quest and veteran level boss fight, which already veteran level long quest. That would be quite demanding. Let's start with apprentice level long quest and take the other fighter along. Otherwise the team should be still pretty well usable. Also stress wise. So let's provision. Long, so we have 2 possibilities for camping. So to take at least 6 anti-venom, 6 bandages, 4 keys, 4 shovels. Preferably 22 food should be sufficient, and then finally 16 or even a bit more, 18 torches. So inventory is pretty full of equipment, but let's see how many times we actually need to camp. Long quest in the Warrens. Let's see how we do with the swine folk. Should be interesting.
They breed quickly down there in the dark, but perhaps we can slay them even faster.
Right. Actually not too bad a map. It's mostly well connected, so we can take kind of sweep strategy from down to back up. Could be worse. The layout is quite likable. Right.
Fortune waiting to be spent.
Unsure if carrying the medicinal herbs is that useful, so. Alright, first fight with surprised maggots. Unsure if you can even surprise maggots properly, but
Back to the pit.
it is what it is. Oh, miss. Right.
Another one falls.
At least the maggots are not the worst opponents ever. They are pretty weak by comparison. Right, and now even hit with the scalpel.
Foolish horrors.
Order here and
Brought low
move
and
on.
driven into the mud.
First room. And immediately a fight. Right, we do have. Let's try some chemical warfare. And immediately, this is why we put 6 bandages. Immediate bleeding. Right, and immediately disease. Always good luck with those, it seems. Retaliate a bit with the
A
judgment.
momentary abatement.
Alright, touched. Bandage, please. There we go. Alright, that removes one threat. And another, only very modest 24 damage. Eradicate speed. Indeed. Resisted. Good. Let's get rid of them. Now we have only the single cultist. Let's strike them with the scalpel. There we go. At least they are bleeding, which is always useful. Finish the spies, yes.
Give them no quarter.
Extra torch.
As victories mount,
And a
so
bit
too
of
will
treasure.
resistance.
Alright.
The match is struck.
Makes
A
it
blazing
dining
star
table.
is born.
Let's see what we find. Right. Anti-venom. Clearly not the best food ever. Unsurprising, like considering the locale. Would you expect to find the best ever? Like in this kind of area with the swine folk, the food quality might be mildly questionable, as we saw. Alright. 3 thoughts. No scouting bonuses yet, so we clearly do not have the regular scouting aid. That impressive looking room, but nothing in it proper. Alright, and the usual excessive use of food begins. This is always kind of a planning problem. Desiccated and unremarkable literature. Alright. Always one of the problems, like you get the dice that give the usual food consumption many times in a row. It's sometimes quite frustrating. Alright, resisted. Chemical warfare again. Usually works well with the blight. Alright, that removes them quite quickly. Dodge again, good. Alright, good. Does a bit less damage but heals more, so it's kind of probably a good trade-off. Oh, missed. Everyone dodged the drums of doom. Nice. Bandage. Six, better than none. Probably can get rid of the big guy now, yes.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
6 damage. Good start. Alright, that removes the cultic, so we only have the drummer left. Let's heal everyone a bit. It's pretty good as you can like mass heal 6 now with the trinket, which is more than useful. Very vital, like 6 healing. Alright, let's hack at the corpses a bit. There we go.
Slowly.
Alright, and they expired of poison.
This is how a life is taken.
Extra key, some heirlooms and gold, not bad. Eldritch Altar, somehow not something we are touching currently. Really wanting like a major difficulty fight. Fortunately we brought shovels.
Such blockages are unsurprising.
There
These
we
tunnels
go.
predate even the earliest settlers.
And let's see about trap. Alright. So switch order here and illumination. Let's check the books. Are they again? Old tuner entry. Great, it adds 1 heirloom. Right, another big fight. Surprised them even better. Right, judge Chemical warfare. There we go. Always helps a lot as that removes the disease capability. And it tends to be that that also can affect a lot with the morale, so and no bleeding also from there. They even missed with the drumming, so that was good. Right, that didn't miss, fortunately. We do have some space to take stress. 7, not bad for that. And again, also self-healing, so that's very useful. Right, we can get rid of that also soon, probably. 4, bit of damage, yes, and bleeding, alright. Going farther with the bandage, yes, but get rid of the drummer. Right, let's heal a bit. Also remove bleeding, nice. Let's heal more here, because healing is now pretty much free. Resisted bleeding, good. Heal everyone. Only like 10 for 2, so that's pretty much finished with the health problem and get rid of the final enemy, the big guy. There we go. Heirlooms and gold. Right, time to make space. But heirlooms. First to go, holy water. It's not very valuable comparatively. Use a key certainly for the chest as we get more treasure.
If only treasure could staunch the
Quite
flow.
good heirlooms, to say the least. Like 4 deeds, 4 crests and a portrait. Right, we need space for the portrait, so use one torch and there we go. Excellent, even the character agrees, which is nice. Like the adventurer agrees that was nice. Very good. Alright, backtrack a bit, which always tends to go so that everyone takes more stress from seeing the dungeon they have already seen and cleaned out pretty much, so. Right, the next corridor. 5. Fortunately we surprised them and not the other way around. Right, we could get only that one with, but it still helps a bit, so let's do that. Then, alright, that ended that issue. No healing really needed, so let's do judgment for at least some damage. Alright, that removes one of the cultists. Only 24 damage decimated, surprisingly. Resisted bleeding, good. Right, 16 is also sufficient, though not 24. Yeah. Right, some more heirlooms. Right, need more space already, so the citrine is not that valuable, so rather take the deeds. Always very necessary for Hamlet upgrades. More literature, let's see if it's still. Alright, positive effect. Hippocratic, unsure if that does much good for a fighter type, but Sure. Alright, that removes one. Let's
Singular strike.
poison them anyway. Alright, and bleed. Alright, that removes the other one, so there won't be more disease or moral damage from them. And again take the hook, pretty damaging overall. Now we can actually apply chemical warfare also on them. Oh, missed. Right, let's see if we can cure bleeding. Yep, helps. 7, still good. Let's heal everyone. That always helps the mass heal, because you mostly, usually, unless there has been massive damage.
About to break.
Alright, hook missed. Alright, that removes the big guy, so we only have the hook one. Alright, that concludes the fight pretty nicely. Good treasure
Be
again.
wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
So we need to keep making space. Let's use some food. Most probably not going to camp 2 times, so we can use a bit of food. There we go. More heirlooms along. We have the treasure chest also to check out. Trapped, so we get nothing. Anti-venom, there we go. Right, let's check map. Yay, now we have scouting. Helps a lot. Let's continue this way, so Battle Curio and the empty room. Occult scrollings, of course, check. Alright, positive effect. Slugger, sounds good for melee type. Let's slug it out. Mass heal first, let's help a bit, and then start striking. Oh, missed. Good. Alright, that removes 1. 13, certainly a good strike against the big guy. Alright, critical hook. That needs some healing.
Concentration.
5, still pretty good. Bleeding, so they are going to be removed. Let's heal there a bit. And heal there more. 10 direct, which is very good. blight them. Resisted, alright. Maybe spear will help then. Or again a critical hook. Alright.
The end approaches.
Heal. Heal. Try again with the blight for fun. There we go. Spear certainly finishes, yes.
Cleansed from our lands.
2 food, kind of. Not very necessary, and we are not going to camp twice, so let's throw firewood out. We do more with onyx because it's 500 per piece. So, hello there, Struggle. Great to see you. Welcome to the stream. How has your day been? Hopefully a nice calm Saturday for the Avali. And yes, time to continue the long adventure. So we have some extra rooms here, so let's take them next because we have to finish 100% of the room battles. So next room. No scouting this time, so let's try and... Right, that certainly didn't matter in that respect. Right, judgment. Again 12 healed, which doesn't so much as we don't need quite that much healing. Alright, good, that removes the chance of disease. Resisted bleeding, good. Alright, let's cure bleeding, saves bandages. Alright, 10. That removes 1 cultist. Hit it again, so let's heal everyone some.
A momentary abatement.
Very good mass heal. Alright, that finishes the fight.
Success so
25 gold, but more sigils, so
merely a trick of the light?
should consider inventory again. It's not very probable we camp even a single time, so let's get rid of the firewood and more heirlooms because they are much more valuable. Let's use a bandage. There we go. Empty crate. Oh, no treasure. Room. Right. Some big maggots. Some more light, please. There we go. Right, judgment. Rabies is also really lucky with the disease today. Rabies is actually somewhat useful because it increases damage. Right, chemical weapons. Especially blighted. Right, so we strike the drummer instead, as they will probably fire blight even. Alright, the big maggots were not very good at hitting. Right, dodged. them, and then probably this finishes the fight. Yes.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Quite good treasure too. Alright, a busy day. Good to see you here still. As always. Always good to see you. Yes, and then we have one more room in this branch. And then it's the main dungeon remaining of the long quest. Alright, war chariot of dinner card somehow. Seems like we are not interested in dinner from that thing. And we have food to burn, so no need to go hungry. And another fight with drummer and the pig that can mostly just throw up. And even a big maggot. Right. Both were blighted. And that removes chance of disease, because the healer seems to get all of them, ironically. Right. Big maggot was removed quite easy. Drums of Doom mostly missed. Heal everyone.
The wounds of war can be healed.
Morale also improved a bit. Well, good for the big guy, so some progress being made there. Alright, only have the drummer left.
A death by injury.
Right, and they expired. Poisoning. Again more food. Even a +2 speed, so it's kind of, and only grave rubber, so actually not taking a trinket. Phone altar. Also not going to touch that, because usually you summon some extra difficulty with those. Right, time to backtrack. Still no dinner from that cart, please. Alright, no need to move that far though, so we can turn around. Apparently, can we do anything if we already left? Not really apparently, so let's move through there then. And actually that was probably useful, because there's a room battle there and we have to anyway deal with all room battles, so actually this was the correct way to go further. Moonshine, certainly yes please. Right, that wasn't the best moonshine ever, but what moonshine is. Alright, trap, and let's increase illumination. Again a trap. Scouting would be nice as usual. keep moving. There should be a room battle here. Yes, pretty much the usual. The cultists, the big guy, and the pig that can only throw up. See if we can get rid of. Right, not enough range, so let's throw the. Oh, dodge. Right, that removes them anyway. No need for chemical warfare when you just strike with the spear. This is the big guy. Alright, big guy advanced. That was good damage. Alright. Missed. Good. Dodge the stressful incantation, so a bit like the mistrial. Right, that removes them, so no more cultist stuff in that respect. Judgment. Alright, that was quick. Even more sigils. Some gold, more food, so let's make more space for the sigils.
The light, the promise of safety.
We can get rid of a couple of torches by now, so more heirlooms. Quest complete even. Those were all the room fights. Let's take the chance for a bit and try to find more treasure. Always a great idea. Let's see how it goes. Use a key. 2 deeds. Gold isn't very useful to carry in too many piles. Scouting even. Trap, curio, trap, quite trap, laden. Disarmed, great. Empty crate, at least no extra treasure from there. Right, now we activated it. Of course, it's also a way to deal with traps. Activate them. Like Sperrenbrecher, so that you just activate all the mines pretty much. Similar way forward. Right, fight upcoming. Heal here a bit. Resisted push. Alright, well, that's a lot for Scalpel. So we can get rid of that. Almost expired of bleeding even. Didn't even hit, so now we can get rid of them easily. 16 only, that should be sufficient. Alright, that was quick. Two more food, like, not the most useful thing ever. Now that we are pretty far, we do not really necessarily need shovels. Do not think there will be obstacles, so we can take some gold. And we can actually eat food directly out of the victory, so that's easier. We don't need to pick up the food. New knowledge of mechanics, like we can eat food directly out of the find. Useful. At least some design feature is on the side of the player. You can eat food directly. 500, so taking the extra pile of gold was useful. Character agrees, excellent. More light. In the room, nothing here, so then we have obstacle. So we just threw the shovels away, so backtrack and rather go the other way. Not really willing to dig bare-handed. One more fight here, so. Spiders, alright. And even surprised them, so. Let's see if we can flight the spiders. Yep. And numbers start to reduce. Oh, missed.
The slow death.
Right, that was quite effective.
Unforgiving.
Flight. Also bite missed. And that gets rid of one more. Yes,
the weapon
that
that
died
on its
except
own.
expected of the poisoning. Good treasure. Alright, more heirloom.
Packs laden with loot.
Very nice.
Often
Now we
low on
again need to get
supplies.
rid of something. Probably not going to need the anti-venom anymore, so more deeds. Right. There are a couple of fights left and 2 curios, so let's check this hallway out. 100 gold. Big treasure, big treasure. Extra anti-venom. Right, run out of space for 25 gold or 75, so leave that there. Right, that pretty much concludes the dungeon, so let's complete the long quest.
Their squeals fade. Their confidence is shaken.
Should be pretty good treasure this run. Yes, over 6,000 with the 7,500 base. And quite a few heirlooms, because it especially made space for the stacks. Yes, very nice, really good amount of heirlooms, and we get some extra treasure from the base reward. Alright, bad gambler, oh well. Quick reflexes and compulsive. Minus 10% blight resist, alright. Not too bad.
Can you feel it? The walls between the sane world and that unplumbed dimension of delirium are tenuously thin here.
Special plot quest, not currently. Next, really going for that. Recovered stress. Alright, and they went to drink a bit more. That's of course not totally surprising. Right, also the fits were cured, which was kind of, because just faster when you have the fits, kind of would have not necessarily wanted those cured, but it is what it is. So the fits were also cured. The long quest went really well, so didn't even get too much stress, like only the healer could use some stress reduction. So let's get them a bit of stress relief and check how the other healer is skill level wise. 3, so actually this has been done much more in that respect. Also probably should reduce stress for the fighter, so the bar is open. There we go. Let's see if we can upgrade the blacksmith finally. We have quite a few deeds now, yes. So we can upgrade one of these. Let's go with weaponsmithing.
Fan the
There we
flames,
go.
mold the metal. We are raising an army.
That's good improvement. Level 4 weaponry available, so always a nice improvement also. So then we could consider another mission and possibly some upgrades with the new level 4 available. 2000, it's not cheap either. So it upgrades the questing sword to great sword. Alright. At least one upgrade for now. Let's see, we could maybe also upgrade here. Aggressive, so aggressive mutation upgraded to malignant mutation. That somehow sounds worse, but apparently it's more effective when it's malignant and not only otherwise poor. Like the Abomination is still one of this one's favorites for sure. It's quite impressive with the shapeshifting ability, so it's in that respect pretty nice. Right, then we should again consider a mission most probably. So let's go with the other fighter. We had 2 trivial errand like boss fight chosen, so short apprentice quest. We could probably choose like, let's feel daring and go after the Alluring Siren. That might be interesting, but also they are not like above their abilities, so we should probably even have a bit higher level guys here to fight the siren. Of course, bring the healer, and would we have also quite interesting would be the grave robber in this case, so let's bring the grave robber also and go after the Alluring Siren. Let's see how that goes. It's the boss fights are not necessarily very lucky, but let's see if we can finish the Alluring Siren off today. So it's a medium length one, so we need something around 20 food. Let's take 4 shovels. 4, 5 anti-venom, 5 bandages, couple of keys, and 16 torches. Good to go.
In financial desperation, I struck a bargain with the ancient things that surfaced in
Alright,
search of
financial
sacrifice when the moon
desperation
was right.
doesn't sound very
Their price
promising.
was the delivery of an obscure idol. And
More
one
troubling
other
portent.
item of more
Alright.
troubling portent. The pact struck. My newfound accomplices slipped silently beneath the brackish water. A fearful stirring at the edge of the torchlight betrayed a familiar witness and gifted me with malign inspiration.
Malign inspiration doesn't sound promising. Let's see how difficult the siren is, and we of course again, as Kamuniak would put it, probably will have fish for dinner. So let's go and find some fish for dinner. Here we are, that didn't take long. Fortunately, we should have pretty good abilities and everything. Hopefully. Right. And they even missed. Let's try dazzle a bit. 3 damage. Quite a bit for the dazzling light. Right, dodged. Pretty good. Alright, that was 1.
Give them no quarter.
Let's try the manacle. Alright, only 12. More than sufficient. Right, let's try. Only 1 damage, but... Right, that removes nail.
Enemy crumbles.
Right, retreat. Right, 4 damage just from the dazzling light. That finishes the fight. Pretty good treasure too.
So clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Alright, and more heirloom. 6 sigils, not bad at all. And also notice there probably are some new viewers, so you of course get a wave and we continue our quest to try and get rid of the Alluring Siren, hopefully. So was Draco busy with the farming or also other activities than the farming lately? Ah, scouting also, nice. So, pretty compact level even. Let's move here. And more treasure. 100 gold, like not the most mentionable, and there should be a fight soon. Yes, here we are. Right, manacles. 8 from the flashing dagger. Not bad. Alright, resisted bleeding. Good. Alright, that's
Formation is
10.
broken. Maintain the offensive.
Let's heal meant to heal everyone, but also works. Let's get rid of the cultists.
Continue the onslaught.
There we go.
Destroy them all.
Mana goes for 6. Alright, resisted bleeding. Good. That ends the fight. Again, pretty good treasure.
Foolish
500 gold and some heirloom.
and driven into the mud.
Right. Next room. Nice shipwreck and everything, but empty. Alright, nice. Also some farming. That's always nice. Nice also some cultivating and other farming work. Alright. Then we have a couple of options where to move. Let's take the upper route first. Oh, empty. And more fish. Chemical warfare. Pretty good damage also for the mass daggering. Let's heal here. $17. That should be sufficient, at least a bit. Well, right, we'll need a bit of healing. Let's do stress reduction and healing.
Slowly, gently.
Right.
This is how a life is taken.
Some damage with the dagger, and
Death.
then they expire the poison. We can heal here in the time between. And finish the fight. Right, another
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They
trinket,
can
but
be beaten.
it's only mostly good to sell. Let's get rid of the holy water. And further we go. Nice atmospheric room, but also empty. Alright, scouting, great. Move on. Checking the fish, because usually
Another
we have
mariner.
shovels. Good.
Another misfortune.
Right, we have food to burn. No need to do hunger. Again, another nice shipwreck, but empty. Alright. We are looking for the boss, so let's keep going. Right, that was empty. And room. to the central pathway. Right, maybe some treasure. Key. And more gems. Not bad, not bad. For free treasure. Trap. Alright. No scouting, so it is what it is. More light. Right, another fight. 2 Pelagic Guardians. Wow. Let's transform here the first time. Would be preferable with that many high level opponents.
Beyond one's limits.
Let's take it to the Guardian. Both Guardians get it with daggers. Right, some more stress. Oh well. One only. The Guardians are pretty tough. Alright. Strike them again. Only 3. Alright, 8. Not bad. Let's heal a bit. Right, both attack with some damage. Alright, some healing. Not too much, fortunately. Well, out. More healing is clearly needed. 5 is better than nothing. Right. Bandage. First bandage needed. That took actually quite a while. Dodge good. Didn't dodge, but not much damage. Now we can get rid of that. Only 13 now that we are striking. Striking the less useful. Let's plant the Guardian. 6, alright. Heal here. Critical healing, nice, nice. Alright. Let's do inspiring cry on self.
Sedated.
Protect the other Pelagic Guardian, alright. Free. Dodge the stress wave, alright. Alright. Quite good damage also. Let's see if we can kill the shaman with the dazzling light. Yes, you're right. Now we can move here. Five and 6. The Guardians are easily the most difficult here. So we can strike the Guardian for 4 at least, better than none. 3. kind of not the highest without ever. Let's heal here. Bandage. Move. Dodge, good. Not so good. Now we get rid of the first two, yes. Let's try and poison the last one. Poison darts. Accused corpse is being in the way, there we go. Heal. Dodge, good. Alright, 10. Pretty effective. There we go. Quite nice treasure with several.
Pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Alright, thoughts make
the path is
space.
clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
There we go. Space for treasure. Then we have a key, so we get some extra. Right, huge amount of sigils actually. To make more space for the sigils. Like 12 sigils available, so probably 12 sigils. That's much more than like 500 gold, so actually we have 36 sigils. Quite a good amount of finds for a boss fight. Very much so even. Alright. Scouting, nice. Most probable position for the boss would be that, so let's continue this way.
Hacks
Right.
laden with loot
Gems,
are often low on supplies.
really, that's necessary. And a trap. Disarmed, good. Some morale bonus. Another room fight coming up. Only one guardian, which is better. 2 guardians starts to be quite demanding. Chemical warfare, please. Some mass damage. Right, and start beating on the guardian. Kill everyone. Right, protect the snail. Right, and immediately also illness. Oh well. More blight.
Great is the weapon that cuts on
Right,
its
that
own.
removes one. Let's heal here more. Try to beat at the guardian. Again, throw daggers. 8 damage from the flight. That's quite an amount. Resisted, good. But still no flight. Right, that should be quite effective. Ah, 0 from the dazzling light that resisted, so not much to write home about. Right, 12. 12 from flight, that was probably most poison I've ever done. And remove the shaman, so we have only the snail left. The snail isn't difficult other than it takes damage really poorly, probably. You do 30 shell, like even critical, that's 3. Alright, morale improvements. That's lunch and again 3, so now we can get rid of the snail. There we go. Oh, these.
Seize this momentum.
Onyx.
Push on to the task's end.
Gold. Those would be nice to take along. Technically we could, actually with this amount of food, we could camp before the boss fight, so let's get rid of the keys, not very necessary anymore. Also, it's kind of not terribly useful compared to 500 gold direct, so there we go. Alright, trapped, so alright. See about next room will very probably have the boss, so let's camp here first.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be
and
won.
We can do 4 food safely. Let's bless the fighter. Should help a bit. Alright, extra stress, but actually a pretty good buff. Zero speed helps with the stress. Good. And we are done.
The darkness holds much worse than mere
Alright, and immediately ambushed. Always nice. And confused order, so we need to get rid of the trolls quite quick. We should not be in trouble with them. So try to maybe move here. Resist speed, good. Dodge. Right, that was pretty good damage for the Silo's judgment. 10. Ouch. Now we can at least move back. Try with the mana cost 1. There we go. Remove another. Alright, that removes the danger from those. Right, a bit of damage. stun. Oh well. Heal everyone. Let's get rid of the jellyfish. Alright, 10 was not quite enough. Alright, let's reduce stress here and heal preferentially. Alright, that was lots of damage. 9 bleeding. Extra stress. Let's heal immediately. 14. Alright. Works. And strike again to finish the fight. Not a nice ambush, but it was totally survivable. Even two trinkets. And as we have only one route to go and we can even dig by hand, let's get rid of the shovels. Nice to still have bandages and anti-venom. So we can get one trinket. Onyx is 500 gold, yes, but trinket is more. There we go. Reorganize. Done. Right, and the boss most probably is in the next room. We'll see. The siren. Alright, let's use a bandage rather than bleed out. There we go. And the trap. Alright, more heirlooms.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
We have only one bandage actually left, so heirlooms are preferable cargo by now. Is this the boss fight? Yes.
The aquatic devils have remade the poor girl
Siren.
in their image.
So
She is their
let's
queen
transform here.
and their slave.
First strike on the siren. Right, and also immediately go crazy when the boss fight begins. Great. Now slam at the siren. 18. Good start. Good start. Resisted. Great. 21. Right, the siren is really getting it. We started very nice. Right, just mass damage. That's not too bad. You can actually only do inspiring cry from here. The issue with also attacking, so let's do inspiring cry on Shell.
The light, the promise of safety.
Try to stun the siren. Yes, that also helps. Let's strike again. Move back here. And stun again. Let's see how lucky we are resisting. Alright. Torched. That's even better. Well, some stress effects. Strike. 11, not bad. Almost halfway there. 12. Not bad either. We can again strike here, but then we have to do some moves. Oh well, 12 damage is worth it. Let's see if we can stun them again. Yes. It always helps. Let's do inspire cry on self while waiting. Alright, now the fighter joins them, but we can fortunately Also with the siren still. Let's try poison darts on the siren. Right, and get struck by our own warrior, dashed by the siren. Oh well. High tide, let's see what that does. Did it summon something? Yes, and of course the Pelagic Guardian. All things. Let's heal here. Everyone dodged the Devourer. Good. And even our warrior returned to the rear, which is really useful. Let's still strike the siren. Don't really care for the Pelagic Guardian if we can dispatch of the siren. Who is doing pretty poorly by now. Alright, take the beast. Oh well. Let's try and tackle the siren. Right, resist it. Devour, not too much damage. We have no bandages, so it doesn't matter. Protected our beast, oh well. Only 24 damage, ouch. Let's do Shadow of Fate. Use the healer in the front, oh well. Let's hit the siren with the... Alright, we can only hit the Pelagic Guardian with the mace for one. Right, that wasn't too bad. More stress effects, but also the siren is very close to
Frustration
fire.
and fury, more destructive than 100 cannons.
Right, now we can strike. Unfortunately, only the Pelagic Guardian. Would be nice if our good beast would return. Yes. That helps. Now we can strike at the siren at will. Let's move to the front. I think the healer doesn't help. The healer resisted. Good. For once. Now we can strike at the siren, and the siren starts to be in pretty bad shape. 8 HP, so let's try. We might even finish. Yes, only 25.
Vile queen of the aquatic depths. She has
Right,
no
and
place
more.
in a sane world.
Ah, blueprint for Hamlet structure. That we certainly need to take along, so it's pretty much matter of... Let's put some food into the... There we go, much improved. There we go, food used. Blueprint certainly comes first. Then we have 2 trinkets. That's common. That's less common. We certainly need no antivenom anymore. And we do not really even need torches anymore as we are done. And the siren is done, so that was actually very good higher level opponent. Nice full stacks of gold and a lot of heirlooms, like huge amount of heirlooms for a boss fight. That went very well, nobody died, and the Alluring Siren did, so great success this time. Pretty much everyone went crazy, but no problem in that respect. Resilient, at least we got Ruins Counter, alright. Chance of scouting increased, nice.
I can still see their angry faces as they stormed the manor. But I was dead before they found me. And
so now we have one more fulfilled here. Defeat Alluring Siren. We fulfilled another caretaker goal, so that was very successful. And we have been doing the usual 1.5 hours of dungeoneering, so let's see who we can raid tonight. Alright. Icy Tower is doing Metroid, so let's raid them. We haven't yet raided them and recently followed them after the other retro guys, so do you think they deserve a raid? Are they still playing? Yes. Metroid, so let's raid them. Right, thank you for joining us today with the very successful boss fight, and there will be maybe some other games and most probably Neverwinter Nights tomorrow as the schedule also requires. So thank you for joining and good night.